All right, here we go. Our mock draft to get you ready for round one of the NFL draft. We will pick all 32 teams. This is our order. Scott, Mary Kay, Doug, me, Tim, Ellis. So we'll just go through in that order. Everybody's going to get 45 seconds to make their pick and state their case. Scott, I don't think we're going to take 45 seconds here, but you are on the clock.
You know, I've often wondered why teams take up all their time when they have the first overall pick. You sit there and you're watching the clock tick and you're thinking, they've had all this time. They knew they had the number one pick. What could be taking so long? And now that I'm in this position, I realize it's the power. Nothing happens until I make my pick. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this.
This is just good podcasting. This is good podcasting.
15 seconds, at least 15 seconds there. No, I won't make you wait. We'll make this easy. We'll go with Trevor Lawrence, quarterback from Clemson, as the number one pick.
Well, this one is almost just as easy as number one overall, going with Zach Wilson here. And, I just think it's a foregone conclusion that Robert Saleh is going to take the BYU quarterback. It just amazes me, however, that the Sam Darnold era is over in New York. And here they are again picking at the top of the draft.
The system for Shanahan works. You don't have to draft a system quarterback. I think Trey Lance has much more upside. If they want to keep Jimmy G around or not, whatever. I just can't believe they would go all the way to 3 to get a guy in Mac Jones who I think is limited. So I think they take Trey Lance, and that's who I'm taking.
Atlanta thinks they can win, right? Or otherwise they would trade Matt Ryan. So why would you take a quarterback here? Take the best player that's going to help you win football games. If you take a quarterback at number 4, you're wasting the pick. If you believe you can win with Matt Ryan, give me Kyle Pitts. This is a no-brainer.
I know Joe Burrow wants Jamar Chase. Half of Cincinnati wants Jamar Chase. But we all saw what happened to Joe Burrow in Washington, and that's why the pick is Penei Sewell from Oregon. It's not about what Joe Burrow wants. It's about what he needs. And what he needs is a potential cornerstone left tackle who could be there the entire length of his career.
I believe that Devonta Smith will be the best receiver out of this class. All the stuff about his size who cares? It does not matter. This young man makes plays in any spot on the field, and he's going to be a bona fide stud the moment he steps into the NFL. You can't cover him. You can't touch him. So why does it matter how big he is?
I'm going to go with a guy who had a great pro day, very explosive. He bit off like 3 kneecaps, which I know the Lions really value. So give me Jamar Chase. They need a receiver.
I'm going Justin Fields here. I feel like this is a no-brainer. It's time for Justin Fields to come off the board and to go down to Carolina and try to get this team back on track.
With all the receivers that Denver has invested in recently, Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler, I can't take a receiver here. So I'll take Rashawn Slater, who I think some people think may be the best tackle in this draft, maybe better than Penei Sewell. I think there's value there. Opted out last year at Northwestern. I think Denver very possibly winds up with a quarterback. I don't want to take Mac Jones here, though.
If I'm Jerry Jones and I'm sitting here as the Dallas Cowboys on the clock at number 10, this thing has fallen exactly how I want it. I love my pick here. Go ahead and give me Patrick Surtain II, the cornerback out of Alabama.
Jalen Waddle from Alabama. I think he's the biggest home run threat in this entire draft. I absolutely love watching him play. There were times this year, watching Alabama, I thought he was better than Devonta Smith at times. Obviously, the ankle injury he had didn't show what I think he could do. But now you form a very good, very entertaining receiver combination with Waddle on one side, Kenny Golladay on the other side. Daniel Jones no longer has excuses.
It's got to be J.C. Horn to the Eagles.
But I'm going to go with a tackle. I think the Chargers need to protect their franchise quarterback. So give me Christian Darrisaw, Virginia Tech.
Might go Greg Newsome here. Is that a horrible pick for the Vikings at this spot? Like I said, I was going to go tackle, but
Patriots staying at 15 and getting a quarterback, I think, is very possible. But at this point, Mac Jones, when you started saying Mac Jones to the Eagles, I was like, what? Don't take Mac Jones. He's for the Patriots. But that's where I'm landing there.
Normally, this would maybe not be the most advisable move, right? Because you shouldn't reach for need. But I feel like I'm not just reaching for need here. I feel like I might be taking the guy who could end up, has a chance to become the best corner in this draft. We'll see. But I'm taking Caleb Farley. I would love for him to fall to 26 to the Browns. I don't think it's going to happen. And so I'll jump on him here at pick number 16 for the Cardinals.
It's a good thing the corners are gone because Vegas, I don't think, is taking a corner here. I've got them in. This is a pick that's in my mock. I've got them going Micah Parsons, the linebacker out of Penn State, to 17. This is a guy who's got top 10 talent.
Oh, it's hard to see pick 18 and a running back next to the name. But I'll stick to my guns. I'll do it. I'll just take Najee Harris. And again, being on record with, I think this is RB1 in this draft. I think he has a nice rookie year and as a guy who can really take pressure off Tua as he still continues to grow into a quarterback that can make plays within the offense.
Since none of the quarterbacks fell, and I'd be surprised if Washington's actually picking at 19 come Thursday. But give me JOK Koromora from Notre Dame, linebacker.
And the always befuddling Chicago Bears. Who knows what this team and front office will do? Mary Kay, you're up.
So true. So very true.
I mean, you could pick a kicker here, and it could be a realistic pick for the Bears.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with just a good old fashioned safe pick in Tevin Jenkins, offensive tackle. I think they need to start building in the trenches to get this team back on track.
We have not drafted an edge rusher yet.
Right.
And I think this is how it's going to go. I think every single edge rusher in this class has question marks. And I think everybody's going to be like, well, I'm thinking about an edge, but I feel better about this corner or this receiver or this something else. But I'm going to take the edge guy that I like the best. He's actually the mock draft I'm looking at from the Ringer has him mocked here too. I'll take Azeez Ojulari for the Colts at this spot.
But I'm going to break Browns fans' hearts here as number 26 rolls along. And I'm going to grab Rashad Bateman with this pick. I'm going to add a weapon on the outside for the Tennessee Titans.
I think I've gotten back on track when it comes to who I think the Jets are going to take. I would have taken Ojulari if he was there, but Doug gave him to the Colts. So I'm going to stick at the same position. I'm going Jalen Phillips from Miami as another edge rusher to help out that Robert Saleh defense.
This has to be Vera Tucker from USC. I've seen him go as high as 14 to the Minnesota Vikings. This is a pick that will not excite the common fan in Pittsburgh, but I'm all for drafting known commodities up front in the first round. That's exactly what Vera Tucker is, and it's exactly what Pittsburgh needs to then hopefully find that playmaking running back later if I were Pittsburgh. So Elijah Vera Tucker, USC interior lineman is the pick.
Yes, lucky me. I get 2 Jaguars picks. All right. I guess I'm going to take another guy who has been linked to the Browns in various mock drafts. Give me the best defensive tackle, Christian Barmore of Alabama. Hope Urban's happy with him. He's got the best quarterback and the best interior defensive lineman.
Some of the guys that I would have taken for the Browns here are gone already. And I'm sure we're all in that same boat. And this is a little bit of a tough choice, but I'm going to circle all the way back from whence we came and go with Zaven Collins. I'm going to go with Zaven Collins here. I think not only is he's a linebacker, but he can do a lot of other things for you too. He can play defensive end, he can rush, he can cover, he can do so many different things. I just think, I don't know, this makes sense to me here with what's left. I mean, there are some intriguing players still left here. There are some pure edge rushers left. There are a couple of receivers that are left. But I'm going to go with the linebacker.
I joked about it earlier. I mean, Twitter gets so mad when somebody mocks a linebacker to the Browns. They get so angry about it, but I'm not ruling anything out with this front office. They could take Zaven Collins here. He's really good. He's really talented. He checks a ton of boxes. Like, it could happen. We've only seen Andrew Berry run one draft. So I wouldn't rule it out. I don't mind it.